Hi girls and boys, welcome to Storytime. I hope you enjoyed the story of the shark in the dark last week. It was good fun, wasn't it? And I tell you, that whale certainly taught a lesson to the shark, didn't he? But speaking of lessons, it's been lovely this week to see all the photos of all the nursery children leaving the nurseries and primary children ready to move on to their new adventures. And adventures are great, aren't they? They're great fun, they're exciting times ahead to learn new things, and even better still to meet new friends. But the photos that I saw, they kind of brought back memories of when I started primary one a long time ago, obviously. And my dad sewed a big bright yellow fish on the inside collar, kind of here, on my blazer. And it was this kind of colour, it was a kind of goldy yellow colour, it was very bright. And it really helped me because it made it easier to recognise the blazer, because lots of the boys and girls had the same one at the same time, and it was very special because I knew that it belonged to me and it was special to me. Well, we learned 2 weeks ago that Jesus was the Good Shepherd in the story of the lost sheep, and this week we're going to learn that Jesus was also known as the teacher. And I've got this to show you, this here, this big net. And in this week's story, we hear that as Jesus walks along the seashore, he meets some fishermen who'd been fishing all night long and actually caught absolutely nothing. I mean, can you imagine fishing all night long in the middle of a lake in darkness, hauling your nets back and forward? It'd been heavy work, and then in the morning, not even the tiniest wee fish that they had caught. You'd have been so disappointed, and they must have been so exhausted, mustn't they? But then the story takes an amazing turn, but I won't spoil it for you, and we'll read the story just now. News about Jesus and his teachings quickly spread. He was such a good teacher, he spoke with such authority and power that crowds of people came from all around him to speak. One day Jesus was preaching on the shores of the lake. The crowd got bigger and bigger and began to push closer and closer to the shore. Jesus noticed 2 fishing boats pulled up upon the beach. The fishermen were nearby, washing their nets. Jesus stepped into one of the boats and asked Simon the fisherman to take him a little way out onto the lake. And from there, sitting in the boat, he was able to continue teaching the people. When he had finished, Jesus told Simon to row further out and drop his fishing nets into the lake. "We've worked all night without any luck," Simon said, "but if you say so, we will try again." Simon and his brother Andrew took the boat out further and let the nets down into the water. Immediately, they filled with such a huge number of fish that the nets almost broke and the boat started to sink. "Come help us," the 2 men shouted to James and John, who were in the other boat. The fishermen were astonished. As the boats reached the shore again, loaded with their catch, Jesus said, "Do not be afraid. I want you all to follow me. From now on, you will be catchers of people, not fish." So the 4 men left their boats on the shore and became followers of Jesus. Well, you know, the fishermen followed their hearts, didn't they? And they went on an amazing adventure with Jesus. And the fish sign, like the blazer on my blazer, the wee fish sign, is actually the symbol of the first followers of Jesus and the early church. It's a symbol of this. So this week, I don't actually have any big cardboard boxes. So if you've collected any, they can do for next week. But I've just made a very simple craft, and it's just a little fishing rods with some fish on it. But to make it more special, you could put some magnetic tape on it, and then you would catch more fish, I'm sure, which would be fantastic. Next week we have the story is The Lion Inside. It's an amazing story. It's not a Bible story, but it's a fantastic story. And it's all about a little mouse who followed his heart and went on a big adventure too. And we're going to be making a big lion mask, and we're going to be sticking on pasta. So whoever's in the family with you, don't let them eat all the pasta this week, and we'll keep some for next week. But before we go, we'll do our little prayer together, and it's nice to do things together, girls and boys, isn't it? So we'll do our prayer together. From the tops of our heads to the tips of our toes, from our wiggly ears to our funny wee nose, from our fronts to our backs and all the way round. God loves us. Bye bye, girls and boys. See you next week.